So here we are, start of a new round. What I did for upkeep, so during the final phase I removed that 1, so the mine's now activated. I flipped this 2 over to a 1, so next end of round or next final phase, it'll become active. And I made a mistake, so over here, where I spawned the zombie, I thought it was from over here. It would be from this side. So one thing you're supposed to do is place an empty cadaver to show that you've used up one of the available bodies. And of course, having him spawn here would mean he wouldn't have gotten out. However, I won't go back. I'm sorry for the mistake. That's good. So the Salamite player kept his order tiles, and the Norad player draws some new ones, and we'll start over here with the Norad side. So something worth noticing is that I don't have really high enough values to get 10 damage, and so I'm totally going to abandon that mission attempt. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to send Vasquez in. She's going to get blown up. And then what's going to happen is we're going to hope she doesn't die, and we're just going to heal and medkit her up. And I realize that's probably why they gave them to us. So let's do this. So I'll move Vasquez last because I want these guys ready to charge. So let's get Nick Bolter off that mine. All right, know what? Let's start with James Wu. So activate him. High movement value, 4 if there is, there is. And because I know he won't run into anybody or interrupt or anything like that, I know that won't happen because of the walls. I'll spend all my movement points putting me at 20. So here we go, James Wu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And do I want him... You can only have one character per space, so do I want him to be the one who shoots at the door? So he's got a gun worth 2. He's got a gun worth 2, and then this here would give him an extra die. So 3 dice to try and get 5. That's not unreasonable. Oh no, because he only has 5 command points maximum. He'd only be able to spend 1 command point on the gun, making it very difficult to make the shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop his movement here. And then making sure... Right, so how a mine's going to explode, it'll be just the adjacent tiles, so it'll hit this wall. If this wall breaks, it'll hit this, which won't matter, this, and this. Okay, so he's safe there, is the point. Good, and that's the end of James Wu's turn, so he stopped at 19 to avoid getting hit by damage and to avoid blocking the doorway. Over here on the Salamite side, we're still trying to create zombies, so to do that we're going to need to salvage... or refill the serum. So I'm going to activate Jeff Deeler, spend this right away, and use the interact section. So during the activation phase, spend 1 command point. We don't need the dead body because we're just trying to refill it. And again, that's exclusive to this scenario. Do a science check, so 1 die plus the bonus die this is going to give me. If you get 4, then the serum's refilled. Nice, so we did get 4, so good for the Salamite side. So they have their serum up and running again, and they're on their way to making a second zombie. Over here on the Norad side, they're just trying to break in, and so up next, let's get Nick Bolter going for a run here. So we'll turn him sideways, and high movement, here we go. So 3, that's not bad. And again, I know it won't be interrupted, so let's go with all 3 and we'll see how far that gets us. So 3 times 5, 15. Is it faster to go this way? No. Is it? I'm not going to count it. We'll go this way with everyone else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And again, character facing. Good. Now the Salamite player. They have 5 left for Nick Jeff Deeler, and honestly, that's probably the easiest way for them to get their win condition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend 2 of their command points because I know for a fact that there's 3-point interacts in here. There we go. So there's 1. That's the tile we'll take. So 2 command points. You get to search the discard. You do have to remember what was in there, and that's the end of their turn. Over to the Norad side, we'll activate Vasquez. And we'll just get her closer. I don't think she's the ideal person here to blow up that door. So we'll spend... man, we gotta get in. If she breaks in, I don't think she can is the issue. So 3 combat. So 3 dice onto 2 damage. Yeah, she can. Okay. So that's the new plan. Vasquez is going to do it on her own. So we'll use this 2 movement. Which will give us 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to have her trying to bust through. Okay. End of the Norad side. All the characters have been engaged. On this side, we should start... No, we won't do that yet. Let's do this. Interact order. Oh, shoot. We can't activate him again. We'll hold on to that. And we'll activate our zombie one to try and get him in better position. So we'll just give him something with 3 movement. And not a lot of much else. So those 2 are about the same. Okay, so this one's fine. I'm thinking 3 just because that's the max for him. We'll spend 2 of those points and we'll see how far that gets us. So zombie 1. Something else we could do because of this mistake. I could take him back here. And when I do that, I'll feel better about if the Soundbite players win. So let's pretend he was spawned here, so he can only take 1 step, couldn't get through the doors. Now he can do the exchange. He'll borrow Jeff Dealer's card, open the door, give it back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll spend 1 more point on movement. There we go. Totally fixed itself. 1, 2, 3. It's like I never made the mistake. Good. Okay, so over here on the Norad side, possibilities are opening up. I do want Nick Bolter over here, but I'm more curious if Vasquez is woman enough to break down this door. So attaching this order tile, 3 command points to it. And here we go. So close combat, we're going to get 2 automatic damage in between 2 more dice, right, because those are the extra die. I need to get 3. So 3 damage to break the door. Come on, Vasquez. If not, we're in trouble, because I've used her command points, and she's blocking the path. So this is a crucial roll. She got it. So 4 damage. The door is broken. The bomb doesn't go off, and because it's not covering anything, I'll remove it from the game. Here's fine. Nice, so they're in. We just have to pick now who gets the honors of walking on that. Alright, over to the Salamite side. We'll activate Jess Hollister. We know people are coming in, but honestly we're in a pretty good position. What I will do with her is she has a bunch of mines, and I'm going to try and plant one of those. So I won't use our strong interact, but I'll use a weaker one. So I'll activate her, and I'll put down this interact and spend 1 command point. Because she used one of her mines already, I will grab a wound counter to mark that. And we'll see if we can place our second mine. So during the activation phase, spend 1 command point, check. And check your engineering, so 1 die. If you get a 2, plant a mine. No go. So that's the end of Jess Hollister's turn, and again, because I didn't succeed, it won't take a wound. So only when you successfully perform the actions required. So we're through. Vasquez is out of command points, something I didn't account for, so we're actually going to wait before we finish this glorious charge. And the only person we can really move is Nick Bolter a bit. We're gonna spend 2 here to get something with movement. So spending 2 command points, and I'm gonna go through the discount. I know for a fact there's solid movement, so there's a 3 if there's no 4. 3 it is. Oh, here's 5 total, which will work better for Nick. Good. So again, this wouldn't be revealed to the Salamite player. This would be done secretly. And that's it. Over to the Salamites, everyone's been activated, so they will go for this to see how much pressure they can put on the Norads. So here we go for a second zombie. 3 tokens here on the interact section. Looking at the serum, activate, you need to spend 1 token and be facing a cadaver. So on this side of the room there's 2 cadavers, so we're still okay for that. do a science check. So 1 die plus the additional 2 he's going to give me here. So 3 dice to get a 4. Wow, perfect. So because it was successful, I did a wound last time. I'll do an off. It's supposed to be an off, and it's going to cover that cadaver. So 1 token, and then if successful, it'll be on. Cool. Nice. So I get my second zombie, and we will put him in the right place. So we summoned him from this spot. So we'll put the empty, and then we'll put the zombie on top. Easy as pie. He's now in the game, so he will have to be activated. We'll make room for him. We'll make room for him on top of Jeff Deeler. So I'll slide all this stuff down. Jeff Deeler, all of his command points have been spent, so I'm not going to worry too much about where they are. And there's zombie 2. So that's 2. It's very close to reaching their victory condition. The Norad, on the other hand, is having some issues. And they're going to save this movement because they will have run out of movement if they use it. Sorry. They're going to save this movement because they only have 2 command points left, so they won't be able to use it to its full potential anyways. And what they're going to do is they're going to try and draw better tiles. Let's do 1 command point on the one from the draw here, and that'll be their turn. So not bad. A high interact. Over here, we can now activate zombie 2, and we're going to need some decent movement, so we'll use that other 3 movement. Activate her, and we'll spend all 3 on the movement. So that gives us 9. We'll do the same type of thing where we go 1, 2, 3. Shoot, this should be closed. 1, 2, 3. Borrow the card. 4. Give it back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're going to be coming through here. So 9. And then this door, end of turn, will close. Norad side will spend their last token again because there's no 1 movement or anything like that. So they'll spend their last one to draw 1 last order tile. And a pretty crappy one. That's okay though. Sodomites still have 2 tokens left to work with, and they're gonna be drawn from the bag as well. No, they're gonna go for victory this way, so they'll spend the 2 to get a good interact order. I think there's another 3 in here. Great. If there wasn't, that would have been too late, and I couldn't go back. And that's how they'll end their turn. So Norad, no more command points, forced to pass. Same thing over here on the Sodomites.